What's up, YouTube? All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take a look at how to put a battery into storage mode on this Traxxas Easy Peak Plus charger if you don't have the ID plug. So this is just a normal battery I got off of Amazon for about 20 bucks. Great battery. So you go ahead and if you have one of these chargers, you plug this in, you're going to plug it into the balance. Whenever you're using these two plugs, you have to hold these two buttons, and then you'll see all these lights light up. So you want it on LiPo, then you want to push this until it goes up to storage mode. So that top light up there is storage mode. It says it right next to it. You can go ahead and this is how fast it's going to go into storage mode. So if you got it charged up too high, it's going to pull the juice out at this rate. And if you have it too low, it's going to put the juice back at it at this rate. So this is going to throw 1 amp at it, 2 amp, 3 amp, or 4 amp. I usually, when I'm doing storage stuff, I'll do 2 or 3 amp. It'll get kind of hot if you do 4 amp. So once you've got it there, you go ahead and hold this. And that's going to start putting it into storage mode. Please excuse my fan and its noisiness, but it still does the job. So usually the fan goes off after it runs for about a minute. But that's it. That's all you got to do to put it in the storage mode. Now, storage mode is good. You can put it into storage mode after every time you use it, and that's going to bring it up to 3.8 volts per cell. And the nice thing about that is when you go to run the car next time, if you want to charge the battery up real quick, it usually only takes about half the time from when you had it lower. So it'll charge up in about 30-40 minutes, maybe even faster if you have this on 4 amps. So it's good to put them into storage mode. I don't always do it if they're over 3.3 a cell. I usually like them in the 3.5 to 3.8 range, sitting in there if I know I'm going to be using them within a week or so. But it's really good to put it into storage mode if you're not going to be using, if you're somebody who doesn't use them every week, like if you use it once a month or you're not sure if you're going out of town or something. Just go ahead and put it into storage mode because it's going to make the battery last a whole lot longer. They do kind of drop in voltage over time, and if they get under 3.3 a cell, then or 3.0 a cell, then they start to eat themselves. Or if you leave them fully charged with a LiPo battery like 4.3 a cell, it's going to eat itself. So you want it kind of right in the middle at 3.8 a cell. So what you're going to see here is you get one of these little guys. Let me zoom out a little bit. We can check mine and see where it's at. So mine's at 7.1, 3.56, 3.56 a cell. So that's like, for me, that's perfect for it just sitting around for a week until I use it. But you know, if I was gonna not be using them for a while, I'd go ahead and throw that on a storage charge, bring it up to 3.8 a cell. It will do that itself and know that, and then shut itself off. And then you're good to go as far as letting it sit for a while. Now, personally, I try not to let mine sit more than about 3 months at a time because I have had one of these die when I let it sit longer than that. I don't know if it's because it's the extreme graphene or what, but it's good to cycle the batteries every so often. Once a month seems to make them last the longest, but that's it. That's how you put it in storage mode.